Hi guys, so ang discussion po na idadagdag ko sa exam nyo is angles and circles. So, hindi kasi ako confident na isend lang sa inyo yung picture ng libro kasi baka hindi nyo maintindihan. So, definition tayo. Angles. Angles is or an angle is a plane figure consisting of of two rays. So ano yung two rays? Having the same endpoints. So, kung sa figure, alam nyo naman kung ano yung angle. Pero, you have this one as your angle. Let's say, this one is your angle. This is Y. This is X. Two rays. Ano yung rays? Ang rays natin is itong X na to and itong Y na to. Yung line na may arrow na isa. Then, ang endpoint natin is ito. Yung connection ng dalawang rays. So, malinaw na tayo sa angles. So, dito naman, sabi dito, you have here the two rays are called the sides of the angle. So, ito pong ray na to, this one, and this one is the side or sides of the angle. And we have here the common endpoint. Ito po, yung connection nilang dalawa would be your vertex. Ito yung vertex niya. Ito ang vertex ng isang angle. Okay. So, one of the side is chosen as the initial side and the other one will be the terminal side. So, dito sa angle na to, alin ang initial, alin ang terminal. So, to do that, this one, sige, I'll use another color. Let's say blue. Okay? So, ito po ang initial natin. Itong X will be your initial. Okay? X will be the initial. Then, papunta sa terminal. Terminal will be kung saan yung arrow. Okay? This is your initial. This is your initial. Uy, hindi nakikisama ang aking tablet. Sige. This is your initial side, and this will be your terminal side. Okay. So, yan po. So, the significance of this choice comes from measuring the angle. The measure of the angle is the amount by which the initial side has to turn so will coincide with the terminal side. So, ang measure po, itong yung nasa loob, yung parang curve, that will be the measure of the angle. Kung sa protractor, kung marunong kayong gumamit ng protractor, yung angle measure po. For example, 'di ba? You have yung ganito, let's say this is a 90-degree angle. Yan, 90-degree yung measure. Okay. So, yun po yun. So, meron tayong idea of turning, and this is the reason they are closely linked with circles. Kasi po, itong angle na to, you have this one, pag minove natin siya ng minove hanggang sa makabalik siya sa initial side, makaka-create tayo ng circle. Okay? So, we have here central angle, something like that. So, paano ba ito ginagamit? So, bakit nga ba angles and circles yung topic natin? So, you have here the x and y axis. So, gawin ko muna yung x and y axis. So, for example, I have the x and y axis. Okay? Wait lang. More circles and angles. Okay, so this is your x and y axis. Sana matuwid. Okay. So, this is x, this is y. Okay, so yan yung x and y axis natin. And for example, we have a ray here. Let's say this one. Meron tayo dyan. I'll change the color. For example, we have here as the ray. Okay? So, for example, this is a standard position. When we say standard position po, standard position, it is the direction from initial side to terminal side is counterclockwise. Kung hindi po alam kung anong meaning ng counterclockwise, tingnan nyo po yung relo nyo. So, 'di ba yung direction ng clockwise is papunta sa simula, let's say simula 12 papunta sa 1, 2 and so on and so forth. Kapag counterclockwise, dun siya magsisimula sa 11. So, pabalik siya. So, ang initial side natin will always be the x-axis. This is your initial side. Then, papunta sa terminal side. Ang terminal side natin is kung saan po tinuro yung angle. This is your terminal side. Okay? So, this is your standard position kasi counterclockwise po siya. Papunta po siya doon. Okay? So, paano natin siya gagamitin? So, kapag kapag standard position po, automatically positive. Okay? Positive ang angle. Positive angle measure. Kapag nasa standard position. Okay? Pag hindi nasa standard, automatically, negative po siya. Okay? So, paano natin siya gagamitin? So, I'll give you an example. Okay? So, for example, meron tayong 3/4 revolution. Sige na. Example number 1. So, x and y axis, assuming na tuwid ang linya ko, for x and y axis, tuwidin nyo na lang po sa lecture nyo, ha? Okay? So, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. For example, we are talking about 3/4 revolution. Ano nga ba yung revolution? Revolution is one unit of measurement siya. Ibig sabihin, kapag nagsimula ka sa initial side, pabalik sa initial side, that is 1 revolution. Okay? Again, 1 revolution means simula ka sa initial side, bumalik ka sa initial side, that means 1 revolution. So, paano natin makukuha yung 3/4 revolution? So, since, 'di ba, 3/4, sa fraction, tatlong kapat. Diba? Yung tatlo ang masasakop niya dun sa apat. Since ang ating Cartesian plane ay may apat na, anong tawag dito? Apat na quadrants. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 3, 4, 3. So, masasakop natin yung tatlo. So, initial side, this will be your initial side. Papunta po sa terminal side, that will be your 3/4 revolution. Okay. So, 3/4 revolution. This is the figure of 3/4 revolution. As much as possible, pwede kayong magsimula po sa mas maliit na revolution. Simula po siya dyan kasi pwede pa siyang umulit ng umulit. Okay? So, that will be your 3/4 revolution. Example number 2 tayo. Let's say negative 1/6 revolution. So, dapat magaling kayo sa approximation. So, 1/6, ibig sabihin, yung isang circle, hahatiin mo sa 6. Okay? So, hahatiin mo to sa 6. So, yung 1/6 niya, or isa, doon, sa 6 parts na yon is yung gagamit mo. Okay. So, mind you guys, negative po ito. So, ang direction kapag negative, clockwise. Kapag positive, counterclockwise. Okay? So, ayan. So, clockwise siya, simula sa initial side. Assumingly, ang 1/6 revolution is ganito po. Assumingly ha. Okay? You can check this if you have protractors. Okay? So, approximation from initial side to terminal side. Okay? So, clockwise, that will be your negative 1/6 revolution. Again, this is your initial side. And this is your terminal side. Tandaan nyo lang, ang initial side is always the x-axis. Okay? Then, lastly, you have, for example number 3, we have 2 revolutions. When we say 2 revolutions, dalawang ulit siya dapat mag-pass through doon sa initial side. So, sa 2 revolution, let's say you have this one, x and y axis. Okay? So, this is your x and this is your y. 2 revolution means from initial side, pabalik sa initial side, pabalik sa initial side. So, dalawang beses po siya bumalik sa initial side. That will be your 2 revolution. Okay? This is counterclockwise kasi po, positive po siya. Okay? Kapag negative, let's say negative 2 revolution, pabalik naman po siya. Okay? So, ganun lang naman po siya. Tandaan nyo lang po na kapag positive, counterclockwise. Kapag negative, clockwise. Then, same din po. Kahit ilang revolution pa yan. Kung positive, counterclockwise. Kapag negative, clockwise. Okay. Next one is, paano natin i-change tong revolution na to. Okay? Changing this revolution into degrees. Okay? Revolution into degrees. So, ang gagawin lang po natin dito is you have the, for example, di ba, number 1 natin is 3/4 revolution or 3/4 rev. I-multiply lang po natin siya sa, 'di ba? Ang isang revolution is 360 degrees. Okay? Ang isang revolution is 360 degrees. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin dito? Cross multiply lang po ito. This will be equal to, let's say, 4 times 360 divided by 3 times 1. That is 3. Okay. Then, cancel out revolution kasi parehas may revolution ito. So, that is equal to 4 times 360. Or pwede din naman po, i-divide mo tong dalawa. 360 divided by 3, that is ilan? 12. 12 times 3, that is 120. Tama ba? Wait lang. Parang may mali. Sige, balikan ko. 3/4 3/4 revolution times 300, multiplication, sorry, hindi siya cross multiply, I'm sorry. 360 degrees over 1 rev, that will be equal to, since pala multiplication, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Okay? So, 3 times 360, that will be, ilan ba? 360 divided by 4. This is equal to, ang 360 saka 4, pag dinivide natin, that is equal to 3 times 90. Tama ba? 3 times 90 is equal to 270 degrees. Therefore po, ang 3/4 revolution is equal to 270 degrees. Okay, ganun po siya. Pasensya na po, matanda na, nagkakamali din. Okay, so let's try number 2 and number 3. And after this one, I'll give you an activity. Then, please study this one. Kasi po, isasama ko po siya sa exam niyo. Okay? So, let's have negative 1/6 revolution. So, for number 2, example number 2, that is negative 1/6 revolution multiplied by 360 degrees over 1 revolution. Lagi pong ganyan ha. 360 degrees over 1 revolution. Again, makakancel out po si revolution kasi po, numerator ini, denominator ini. Okay. So, pwede natin, another way to do that is, pwede natin tong i-divide na agad. 360 divided by 6 is 60. Tama ba? That is 60. Okay? Since negative ini, that will be negative 60 degrees. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, you have negative 1/6 revolution is equal to negative 60 degrees. Okay? Next, lastly, you have 2 revolutions. Okay? Number 3, you have you have 2 revolutions multiplied by 360 degrees, then divided by 1 rev. 1 revolution. Cancel out revolution. Imumultiply lang natin. Kasi 'di ba guys, kapag wala siyang denominator, automatically 1 ang denominator niyan. So this will be equal to 2 times 360. That is 720 degrees. Therefore, 2 revolution is equivalent to 720 degrees. Okay? So, if may tanong po, you ask me on the GC na lang po. Okay? Thank you so much. Sana naintindihan. I'll be giving the activity later. So, ang gagawin nyo po is to show the angle in standard position. Ibig sabihin ito po, itong mga figure na to, gagawin nyo siya. Then, afterwards, i-change nyo siya into degree measure. Another way din kasi to para malaman if tama po ba yung angle placement nyo. So, you need to use protractor. Tama, protractor yun. Protractor to know if tama yung angle measure nyo. Okay? So, pwede nyo din naman nakunin mo na yung degree niya, yung degree measure niya, para po, paglagay nyo doon sa X and Y axis, tama po yung position ng inyong figure. Okay?